Okay.
Ness, what's good, brother?
What's going on, brother? Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to meet you as well. Eres dominicano, ¿no?
Yeah, I'm Dominican.
Yeah, yo soy dominicano también. Yo soy dominicano y negro. Mi mamá es de Santo Domingo.
Okay.
Pero yo nací aquí, de Miami.
All right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I just want to tell you, man, I want to start this off by saying I know you went through a lot of unnecessary, stuff with the Chris Colbert interview. I'm not even going to get into that. We know what happened, yada, yada, yada. To me, it was some BS. I defended you on my show. I kind of went off a little bit. You might have offended some people, but I'm like, no, man, I don't even know Ness, but the man ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? So, but I look at you as a pioneer in the game, even for someone like myself. I've been doing this for 6 months. You know what I mean? For 6 months, doing okay. You know what I mean? But, I look at you as a pioneer in the game because I've been watching you for years. You see what I'm saying? I've been watching you for years. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind once you decide to just give this whole podcasting thing up?
Oh man, I mean, I guess like everyone else in every other sport or competitive thing, I just want to be known as one of the best or one of the. I mean, I think my lane is always going to be one of the most hardest working. Like, it's really not a job for me, and it's so cliche. You hear these things growing up talking about, when you find something you love, you really not working, or you never work a day in your life if you love what you do. And man, that's where I'm at, man. I mean, that's where I'm at. So, it doesn't bother me at all. I think the legacy is how far can I take it, right? It started off as a hobby. Like, I literally didn't even know I was making money until I bought my first house. And, when they ask you like, yo, you got any other income and shit? And I'm like, no. And they like, well, you got this deposit every month from Google. Google is what YouTubers and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm making $1,500 off that podcast. I remember that. I think I bought my house in 2012, the first house or something like that. Or maybe a little bit earlier than that. I'm not sure. But the point is, when the bank is the one that told me, like, well, what's this $1,500 a month that keeps showing up? I'm like, that light bulb went off. Like, wait a minute. I'm just playing. Like, this is just a hobby. I haven't even begun to turn it up. Like, I'm literally still working a 9 to 5 that I was putting in hella hours. I wanted that house bad. I was working 18 hours as a truck driver. So when I realized that $1,500, I said, man, I could turn this into so much more. I could turn this into so much more. And then I started going hard, and it definitely changed into so much more. As the time went by, I gave myself a 5-year plan. I remember that. I said, in 5 years, I'm going to be doing this full time. You watch. I would tell anybody that would listen. And shit, I was doing it full time in 3, man. I'm a busy bee, man. I'm a little bee, man. I'm a worker bee, put the blinders on like the horses and just get it in. So,
Yeah, man. The reason why I asked that, man, because I really, really respect what you do. Everybody has their own style, their flair. I've been watching you for a long, like when I first started watching, content creation on YouTube, you was like the first guy I watched. You and a couple of other ones I won't mention, but your channel was the first one I watched. And even though I didn't agree with everything you said, I really admired your professionalism to me. So,
I'm not professional.
No. What I mean by that is just how you handle it with the fighters. Just like when you do the interviews and stuff like that. Yeah. You've been in it for a long time. So I always learned that. I'm 47. So anytime you do something consistently, that's going to bring about success. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say this.
What is it? 10,000 rule, right? 10,000 hour rule. And so you do something for 10,000 hours, you're supposed to become a pro at it.